Muy buenas y bienvenidos un día más a un rato con Chilato. Y vamos a darle a nuestro queridísimo y bien amado Geralt en The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Os recuerdo que estos son los extractos del canal morado, donde nos podéis encontrar todos los días, o casi todos los días, lunes a jueves, sábados y domingos. Y vamos a ver dónde nos lleva nuestro querido Sardinilla. Así que sin más dilación, dentro vídeo y hasta ahora. Venga, vamos a continuar. He intentado venir aquí al alquimista a ver si conseguía comprarle los materiales que nos faltan, pero no.
Snow White, you with the exquisite hair.
Ah, mira, este nos da una misión. ¿Qué te pasa?
Snow White.
Name's Geralt. What can I do for you?
That hair, the scar, the frown. It's all perfect.
Something you actually want from me? Or are you just gonna go on gushing about my attributes?
I admire, good sir. Admire and desire. Such a threat in the eyes. Oh, so manly.
Sí, sobre todo con esta ropita.
If you're trying to get me to meet with you some evening, afraid you're just wasting your time.
An evening? Impossible. I shall require the soft light of mid-afternoon for this portrait.
Portrait?
Indeed, yours, en face, actual size, with the finest vista Toussaint affords behind you. Pose for me. You must. Naturally, I shall pay the compensation due to you for your modeling services.
Don't see why not, long as it doesn't take long.
It shan't, never worry. We've but a short distance to journey into the hills outside of town. A perfect landscape perfectly to frame your perfect physiognomy.
Let's go then.
I need only fetch my easel and palettes from my studio. We shall meet at noon at the western gate, near the palace. From where we'll venture forth together.
Vale, puedo seguir con la misión principal y luego ya hacemos esta. Vale, amor hermoso. Es que nos metemos en cada follón. A ver, aquí hay uno que vende un arborista. A lo mejor esta sí que tiene.
Beckett came up ported something. A returning customer.
A ver.
Let me see what you...
No. No. No tiene lo que necesitamos. Es que el que Kenje este, ¿dónde coño sale, tío? Que no tengo ni uno.
So long.
Beckett came up ported something awful this year.
A ver. Si le gusto a su excelencia.
Late. Now, why does that not surprise me?
A nosotros no llega muy pronto. Hay que ponerse máscara.
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... Just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Otra máscara para la colección.
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Oh, sí.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
Oh, sí. Uf, una máscara te disimula tanto.
How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Bellont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Oh.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Hombre, Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Bellont.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Ahora todo el mundo lleva orquídea.
Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
Eso es porque ya es que se lo gasta todo
The
en
residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Bueno, pues nada, a buscar y a beber.
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, you another art?
Silence. The artist must focus. Yellow. Why ever yellow?
It's obvious. It represents transgression.
Oh, sí, soy un artista. Oh. Oh, my. Oh.
I got it. It's the Soritor.
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation
Oh,
of the
Dios.
landscape.
Dios, siento cómo fluye.
It's all ice. Should you tire of being quite the noble color? Splendid. The sky over Toussaint before
Splatoon, Splatoon.
Or
Ay.
a deeply
Ah.
internalized fear of intimacy.
composition takes shape.
Ya no me quedan más.
Yes, it's sure
Sal
to be a
mujer del medio.
masterpiece.
That green, lush and verdant as a field of
A ver, a ver, a ver. Esta aquí.
To vines and to wine! The composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a
Dios.
masterpiece.
Gods!
Dios, sí, eso es un artista.
Box lips, full sensually parted lips. Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil, and defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
No sé si
And
quieres te enseño.
defiance.
Y muchísimas más gracias por haber llegado hasta aquí. Eso supongo que te está entreteniendo el vídeo o te está ayudando, vete tú a saber. Por aquí abajo os dejo las redes sociales, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, bla 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 bla, donde podéis venir a verme a cada día, de lunes a jueves en Twitch, viernes y sábado y domingo, viernes descanso, obviamente, algún día hay que tener de fiesta. Así que os dejo con el vídeo y hasta pronto.
It must be someone famous, I tell you. Such talent. Exceptional, true.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
This painting, it's rather... It's very... Let's go.
Your thoughts as you've made no effort to understand. It's a metaphor of the constant struggle. Out.
Ah, vale. Que son mimos. Vamos con la borrachera. Vamos, vamos, vamos.
For that stipend.
A ver qué hay por aquí. Va a participar primero. Vamos a ver todos los juegos. Venga.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Do you know my favorite?
Aquí que salen un montón de puntos.
It's Geralt the Fifth.
Fine, let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things. Ah,
Qué bonito.
look,
Oh.
lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck. The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
Sí, la verdad es que sí, ¿eh? Nosotros no podemos hacer eso. Solo podemos tirar fuego.
Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmeffant-garde. It's all about two
Fragmento,
things.
el brujo enamorado.
Coin and copulation.
Brujo, malditos sean los dioses. Uy. Esto me suena de que lo hemos interpretado.
It's rather... It's very...
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
Yep.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
¡Mira la guarrilla!
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But
Why?
Cintrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Cintrian noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur. I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Ah, venga, que vas a conseguir retratar desnuda a la reina. No seas... Antes de entrar he visto que salía como el...
I shall go.
Como la luz roja.
It's rather... It's very... bloody colorful, that's what!
I titled this sculpture, "It Beasts Suffering." It represents the problems of
Uy, ahí hay
contemporary man.
cuartos. Agua, me pica la mano.
Paints like a great...
We must throw off the manacles
Momento de Ludovic, vale. Los primeros pasos de Matilda, vale. La construcción de Edward, sí, sí, lo que ellos digan, vale.
It is irrelevant to the
Hit a fistech. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to call it.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
Oh, easy peasy.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
Uf, uf. Y esa suena un poco a resentimiento, ¿eh? La Henrietta está resentida con el Jaskier.
It's a shame he didn't come along.
Need I remind you that neither did you?
A true talent paints like the great...
The great one. Good to see you.
Are they even? Because the right cup seems somewhat higher to me.
It's fine. Relax. Master Buffon
Relax,
is a
motherfucker, relax.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh! Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
Sí, bueno, a ver, tampoco hay mucho donde seguir el rastro. Está cerrado. Vale, pues tras esa puerta está lo que buscamos. Está cerrado. Pues vamos a hacer una pausa y ya lo abrimos. Buenas, felices. Hasta.